Hi guys, this is Janice and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about 3 ways that you may be sabotaging your weight loss journey. And also I'll share my final week weigh-in for this week as I pursue my weight loss journey to lose 50 pounds. So remember to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and let's get into the video. To be honest, this week, this was not anywhere near my best week. I struggled a bit this week, and so it's going to happen. So from time to time you're going to struggle. What you have to do is just figure out how you pick yourself up and move forward and get yourself back on track. This week my struggle centered around stress. As you know, we're in COVID-19, and so that's an issue in itself. But then there was just a bunch of stuff that just happened in the world that's pretty unsettling, and you guys know what I'm talking about. So I've been trying to stay focused, but sometimes you just have to get down and pray about some of the things that are happening out here in the world and hope that God will take control and bring people together and just really make things better for all of us. So like I said, I got off track, and I got off track in my eating. And like I've said in the past, success around your journey is 80% nutrition. It's about what you put into your body. And when you get off there, that's when you'll start to see some impacts as well. Nutrition for me is the hardest battle, and I think it is for lots of us. It's the hardest battle that you have to face, and it is something that you really have to stay on top of if you want to see any success. So being a little stressed this week and eating not what I was supposed to be eating, I didn't make the best choices. And then on top of that, along with my stress, I didn't get enough sleep. And that really played a factor in how successful I was this week and with my progress. So guys, I'm going to cover 3 things that I think impacted my weight loss this week that may be impacting your progress as well. Number 1 for me was to have a consistent sleep routine. This week I was going to bed early at different times, getting up earlier at different times. So I did not have a consistent sleep pattern, and I did not have a consistent time of sleep this week as well. And so that can definitely impact your ability to stay on track with your weight loss. When this occurred with me, it actually triggered a hormone called ghrelin, which is a hunger hormone. And so I found myself getting up out of the bed, going into the refrigerator and getting a snack. So when you don't get enough sleep, or you're not getting a consistent sleep routine in place, it does get you off into where you may feel changes in yourself in regards to increased hunger. Of course, your stress may be a little bit higher as well. And then also you just have that lack of energy. So always focus on how you make sure you get a consistent sleep routine. So how I'm going to fix this? I'm going to focus on creating a consistent sleep pattern. So what that means for me is going to bed and waking up at the same time every day. So setting that alarm clock for when I need to go to sleep, and then setting that alarm clock for when I need to wake up. That way I can make sure that I'm keeping my body on a consistent sleep pattern and not deviating from that. When you deviate from a consistent sleep pattern, what happens is your body has to reset itself to that cycle, to where it's harder for you to doze off because it has one expectation, and now you've created a different expectation for your body. So you want to make sure you're staying in a consistent sleep cycle, and that's what I'm going to focus on and make that a priority for myself this week. Now I'm going to help myself out a little bit with that, because I'm usually pretty keyed up. Like, I'll finish watching a TV show or whatever the situation may be, and then I'm going to bed, and I want to get into bed because I want to be able to get to rest and get to sleep as quickly as possible, but that doesn't always happen. So I've got to figure out a way to get myself settled down. And one of the things that I'm going to do differently this week is really focus on self-care. Take that opportunity to really focus on self-care and some really cool things that I can do for myself. I always take a shower at night, but I'm really going to make sure I enjoy taking my shower. So that may mean bringing in some scrubs or some different lotions or different soaps and things that I can try from a self-care perspective. And then I'm gonna spend a little time with facial and moisturizing my face and taking care of my skin, things of that nature at night before I get into bed. And then something kind of cool is put on some special attire. It doesn't always have to be for the husband. It needs to be for you as well. But put on some, some really cool sleepwear, something that makes you feel good. It makes you feel good in as well. I also have a chair in my bedroom, so I'm gonna take my time and sit in that chair, and I'm gonna journal. I talk about journaling in the morning, but I'm gonna journal at night. Just kind of clear my head and get some things out of my head at night before I lay down and go to bed. And number 6 is like, turn off the freaking TV. I'm gonna turn off the TV, but if the husband wants to watch the television, I'm going to turn over, maybe put my earphones in, listen to some soft music until I doze off, or just turn over and turn my side of the bed off and the light off and just try to concentrate and go off to sleep. It usually works for me because I can usually drop off pretty good. But those are some of the things that I'm going to do from a self-care perspective and preparing to go to bed at night so that I'm on track, and then I'm also staying consistent within my sleep pattern. Now, number 2 is something I do all the time. I get up in the morning and the first thing that I get and put in my body is coffee. And so then I'll have my coffee, and then I'll have some breakfast, and then some days I don't even have breakfast. But that's something that I do consistently, which is the first thing that I put in my body is coffee. And so when you get up in the morning, you wake up, you feel kind of dehydrated, at least I do, because I'm not sipping water throughout the night. And so you need to focus on rehydrating first before you put anything else in your body. Generally, when you don't do that, dehydration can actually feel like hunger, and you end up actually eating more at breakfast than you should. So the thing that I'm going to do to change this behavior is, number 1, when I get up in the morning, I'm gonna go in the kitchen, I'm gonna get me 1 to 2 glasses of water to rehydrate myself for the day and to get myself ready. Then go ahead with coffee and breakfast as normal. What the water will do, like I said, is rehydrate myself. It'll take up some space in my stomach, so it'll calm down whatever that hunger pain that you may be feeling is as well. So you'll end up eating less at breakfast. And number 3, the final thing that I'll point out this week that I feel like I struggle with, that maybe is sabotaging my weight loss and my progress this week, and it potentially could be sabotaging yours as well, is snacking in bed. It's obvious. We shouldn't be snacking in bed at night. Like I mentioned in number 1, I had a disrupted sleep pattern, and so I was not falling off as easily as I should. But snacking causes that as well, because once you go get a snack and you consume it, you're spiking your insulin, so your body's revved up at that point in time, just trying to digest it and expel that energy that comes from that snack. So not only are you consuming more calories, but you're delaying your sleep even more, which is what I did this past week. So how I'm going to correct is to make dinner the last meal of the day. If I feel like I want a snack, I'm going to make the snack a part of the meal. I'm going to sit at the kitchen table, eat my dinner, not sit in front of the TV and eat my dinner, but sit at the kitchen table, eat my dinner, savor my meal, and make sure that I am taking my time over dinner to where I'm not rushing and not getting myself all keyed up to go do the next thing, but really enjoying that final meal of the day. Well, guys, those are the final 3 tips that I have to share that I think may have sabotaged my weight loss this week, and tips that you can potentially incorporate into your journey if you feel like any of those things are impacting your journey as well. So this week, the final results are that I weighed 228.1 pounds. So that's a 3-pound weight gain, all caused by a little bit of stress and not staying on plan and not getting enough sleep. So I plan to reset this week and get back on track, get enough sleep in, and do all the little tips that I talked about today in this video around the things that I feel like kind of got me completely off track and sabotaged my ability to lose weight this week, and even caused me to gain a little bit of weight this week. So check back on next week's video. I upload every week to see if I made any progress and got myself back on track. And thanks for watching, guys, and you guys have a blessed day.